Good morning, students. This is Rupali Memani, Assistant Professor, Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science. So, this course code CA301, we start with the subject Digital Marketing. Now, proceeding with this first lecture, we will see what is e-commerce. Then we will see the introduction of e-commerce. We will try to understand the concept of internet. We will see search engine optimization. Then what are web crawlers? How do you categorize SEO, that is the search engine optimization. We will categorize into on-page SEO and off-page SEO. And lastly, we will see the difference between on-page and off-page. So to begin with today's lecture, let us first understand what actually you mean by e-commerce. Now e-commerce is an electronic commerce or internet commerce. That is, I refer to buying or selling on the internet. We have seen the sites like Flipkart, Amazon, Jabong, Zovi. All these sites are e-commerce wherein the user try to sell their products and the customer try to buy it. Even your OLX can be an e-commerce portal wherein you have the users and the sellers, buyers, everyone on the internet. Now the e-commerce transactions can be done in 4 ways. We have got business to business, that means wholesalers we can say, wherein the products are sold directly to the business and then the businessmen try to distribute it or allow it to other retailers. Then you have business to customers, that means your Zovi.com or Jabong.com, wherein the products of the business are directly sold to the customer. So there is no middleman in between and the products are of the manufacturer which they try to sell it to the customer. So that is your B2C. Then we have customer to customer. Your OLX can be a very good example of this, wherein I have a used product or I have a product which I don't need it now, I want to sell it off. So I try to advertise it or market it on OLX, and the other customer who wants that, he can buy it from me. So that is a customer to customer. Then I have customer to business. That means let's say I'm into manufacturing of say now mask, or I am into some articulates. I try to win some sweaters or some other or small things which I want to sell it. So what I do, I try to sell it to a bigger company. Let's say Flipkart. I give it to Flipkart and then they can sell it for me. So I have a customer to business. So these are the 4 ways in which the business transaction on e-commerce can happen. So proceeding further, then we will see now how are all these things happening. The online marketing, the buying and selling of the product, they are all possible because of the word internet. Now what is an internet? It is nothing but you can see a vast network wherein all the servers and the computers are connected to each other by a local area network, by metropolitan area network, WAN, PAN. You have seen all those network devices. Then it can be connected with your Wi-Fi, your routers, your modem. So that is the basic thing of internet through which I am able to coordinate and communicate with the prospectus client and the customers. Then let us have an example of what actually I mean by internet. Here you can see that this is my computer. I have some IP address, like for example 1234, and then I want to connect it. Now here in this lecture I am connecting with you all students. So I have my IP address as a 1234 and you might have your IP address as a 567. We are trying to coordinate or communicate with each other with the process of internet. So that's a diagrammatical representation which shows you that we are connected to the internet. Then we come to the concept of your SEO. You might have heard this word many times, search engine optimization, or in short we call it as SEO. Now what are they? They try to provide the best service for their users. So you can get a proper listing for your website in the first pages of Google, so that anybody searching for that SEO will try to locate your page on the Google listing. So that it is a process of growing the quality and the quantity of your website traffic by increasing the visibility of the website or a web page to users on the web search engine. So you have got crawlers or other things which try to crawl through your website, find out the proper keywords and then try to list it on the Google search engine. So that is what your SEO will come into picture. So then looking at this diagram, you can see what does SEO do. It is basically into target group, who is going to be my audience. Let's say suppose I want to market my products. Let's say I have a products which are for household thing, then who will be my target group? So I will target only the housewives who are interested in buying those products. Then how do I do the marketing of that? On what platforms I need to do? I have got various social media platform, so on what marketing platform I want to do? Then how do I create a www, that is my website? Then I need to check the performance measurement. That means every week or every month I try to check the statistics and see how my product is been working. Then I check the ranking, why my product is not being checked, why my website is being listing down. So I need to check the customer ranking, I need to check my website ranking. Then how do the customers search, on what keywords, what do they type, so that their listing of my website should be on the up. And basically I need to understand what content I am putting there. Let's say suppose even if my listing is on the top, you are like, so suppose finding some notes on digital marketing. If I don't give a proper content, nobody is going to come and hit at this particular website. And then what are the other links, what are the links with which I can give? Let's say suppose I am giving you an introduction on digital marketing, then I might give some links on, okay, from where can you do this, or what are the reference books, or who are the companies which are giving you digital marketing. So all reference links I can give. So this diagram represent you the all the concepts of SEO. So proceeding further, now we try to understand what is SEO. Now we will try to categorize how do you work on SEO. Now SEO can happen on your website, then it is called as your on-page SEO. That means you're actually working on your website. So you are working on the keywords or the other description tags and all on your website. The other concept is called as your off-page SEO. Now what happens in off-page SEO? You are not working on your website, but you are working on the other sites which give indirectly link to your website. So that is your off-page SEO. Now both the on-page and off-page SEOs aim that your site has to be user-friendly, it has to be trustworthy, and it has to crawl and get you in the search engine. So work or aim remains the same. Only thing is the working or the strategies will differ with respect to your on-page SEO and your off-page SEO. Now I said that I can search my engine through the crawlers, which are spiders which crawl through the website and try to find out the keywords which the users or the customers are trying to grab it. So those crawlers also we will see, and how the chances of increasing my website or the ranking will come into different searches. So then we will see what are web crawlers. Now web crawlers are your spiders, your robots, or your bots. They crawl across the World Wide Web and index the pages for the search engine. Now you might have seen books. So suppose if I ask you, okay, find this particular topic, then you don't go on checking the entire book. What do? You go to the index page, then you find out your topic, then you check in the page number, and then you go to that particular site. So these web crawlers try to index your page. Okay, what is the keyword, that content comes in what website, and that website will be listed on your search engine page, and it will be shown to you by Google. So these search engines don't magically know what website exists, so they have to crawl it and find the keyword. Otherwise they won't know. You won't know what is inside in the book. So unless and until you try to catch the words what you are looking to, then only you are able to know the contents of that. So the programs have to crawl, index them before they can deliver the right phrases. Now on what basis they try to crawl, what do they try to index? They will go and find out the keywords and phrases, or the people or the words people use to find a useful page. Let's say suppose if I ask you, okay, students find out best tips on digital marketing. So what you will do, one of you will say what are the best tips of digital marketing, then give the best 10 tips of digital marketing, then useful tips on digital marketing. So what are the keywords have you in common? Useful, tips, and digital marketing. So these keywords with which your user are trying to search on the net has to be there in my content. So I need to understand what are the keywords or the phrases the people or the clients who are trying to search on the net try to put it, and those contents I need to put in my website. So when it is there in my website content, then the web crawlers will come and find it out, and then will try to grab it and place it on the search engine optimization in the initial pages. So proceeding further, we will see what is on-page SEO. Now it is a component of SEO that focuses on optimizing elements on your websites like page speed, keyword density versus factors outside your website like backlink. So what are the backlinks? So my website is on tips on digital marketing, then the backlink might be the companies who are giving me digital marketing, the reference books we are giving digital marketing. So all those are the backlinks. Now, your on-page SEO refers to any optimization that you control and include on your website. So, I have to control my website with the keywords and the phrases. So, when I'm designing the content, I tell to the content writer that these are the keywords with which should be included in my content so that my listing is in the Google rank. Now, with the on-page optimization, your aim is to make your website more useful and valuable to users to improve your rankings or visibility. So the visibility can be on any search engine, not necessarily Google. It can be on Bing or any other search engine. So your content, your density, the page speed, then again you cannot just have a lot of content with multiple keywords or multiple phrases. Your page has to have a proper speed also, so that it pops up in the search engines firstly. So this you can see your SEO, what are user friendliness, what are white hat strategies, and what is deep site analysis. I need to analyze my site on what keywords people are trying to find out word. I need to take a direct site analysis through Google Stats and other things. I need to check the quality links. Okay, these are the companies or these are the books which user finds out. Then I have to find those links on that. I need to find proper keywords with which should directly hit to my website on the point. Then I should have an excellent content which the user will like to come and read my content. If they are looking on a particular topic, I just cannot just put those keywords and I try to come on the first page. But if I don't give a proper content for what they are looking at, they won't come in again. Then what is a permanent monitoring? I need to keep on structures. Okay, what are my recurring visitors, who are coming in, what are the audience, and then I have to target it, because all the study maybe I can use it to my future website designing or other things, so that based on the feedback I get from the websites. Then that was all about on-page SEO. Now we will talk of off-page SEO. Now it is called as off-site because it works on offline of your website. So it can improve again as ranking in search engine optimization, but they are outside. That means attracting link from other site, then share it on social media, mention across the web. Then I tell my friend, okay, this is the link. Then say suppose I have created the link, you share it with your friends, okay, this is our video, or they share it with your friends. So I am not actually working on the content, but the website is being virally marketed and people are coming directly to my website. So that is all with your off-page SEO. So other people or backlinks or other search engines or through social media, your website is getting marketed. So then it can be off-page through blogs, forums, articles, or social media, or you try to share your video, you try to share it on photos with Insta, you try to share the contents, or you try to share it on the directories, or you give it a listing wherein your website will be listed there. So off page you are trying to market your website. So once we have seen what is on-page SEO and what is off-page SEO. So this is a comparative study. On-page SEO will work on your content marketing, then what are keyword optimization, what images you put, and how should be your page speed. And whereas in off-page you need to have work on link building. How do you build your links? How do you have cross-linkings? Then your guest blogging. You ask someone to write for your website. Okay, I'll write a blog. Okay, this particular website is very nice and I got all my contents through their website. So that blogging, if I have, I can get that. So that can be a concept of your influencer marketing also, and your social media marketing. That means I paste it on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, through WhatsApp as a status or whatever things. So this is the on-page and off-page SEO. So I hope you have understood the basic concepts of e-commerce. Then we see what are the internet, how do you understand the internet. Then we saw what is search engine optimization, then how the search engines try to crawl through your website and list your website in the search engines. Then we also saw the categorization of SEO and how do you categorize based on your on-page SEO and your off-page SEO. And lastly, we saw what is the difference between on-page and off-page SEO. So that was all for this session today. So in my next lectures, we will be seeing with new topics. So for this particular lecture, I have taken references from all these sites, Shopify for e-commerce, Selenium for on-page optimization, and all this. So see you again in the next lecture with a new topic. So till then, thank you.